All right, Scorpio and Ophiuchus, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast for November 23rd through the 29th. My name is Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology, very different from mainstream astrology, which you can find more about down below. All right, Scorpio, so this week we've got a lot of energies taking place. It's been a very serious, very important second half of November. And this week is certainly the apex of that in many regards. We've got this full moon in Taurus, which is your 7th house of one-on-one connections, relationships, could be sales, it could be business, it could be legal stuff for some of you. And then we also have this Saturn squaring up to Neptune exact this week. This has been involving uncertainty about our future, very much for you because Saturn's been in your first house. And now we have the Sun and Mercury all going over Saturn this week. Okay, so a lot of that Saturnian energy here, which is about the patience, the hard work, taking on healthy amounts of responsibility, but not too much, and having faith and trust in the process. And that's involving your goals, your drives, your ambitions, as well as things relating to your roots, your home, family, or past matters, which is Neptune in that 4th house. Also, maybe even your health for some of you. So when we do have that trust and we do have that willingness to work hard one step at a time, slow and steady towards the future, then this is a very constructive transit. This is when our passions, our ideals, our dreams can be actualized in the long term. Maybe not exactly how we planned them and not exactly how we foresee them, but in a very good way. So that's generally what this week is about. It's what the surrounding weeks have been about, but now it's really activating that in a more personal sense. So this full moon in your 7th house is now illuminating your relationships this week. This is around Wednesday. So there's insight, there's information. It could even be a culminating point for you since the past 6 months involving your one-on-one connection. So for some of you who've started a new relationship or had a new take on relationships or a new relationship turned into something new, now it's culminating. Now you have an awareness of that. And it's really about what you value in those relationships, as it always is with Taurus in your 7th house. So with that awareness, it's a great time to reflect on that. And then through that information, through that insight, you're able to channel that into the other areas of life. Now, Mars is trining up to that moon, so there is a lot of supportive energy from Mars this week. All right, and this has been a Mars in your 11th house of organization, of your ideals, really. So when it comes to either group stuff, big picture stuff, you've got the drive, you've got the energy this week from Mars. Okay, now it's also involving Saturn. All right, so it's involving your short and long-term goals. You should have a pretty patient and steady energy to work with, especially this first half. Now also Monday and Tuesday, Venus is going to be opposing up to Uranus, so there is this sudden energy here, maybe for you relating to your relationships and that alone time and rest and relaxation. So something prompting, maybe some self-expression, maybe something coming into where you have to express yourself, or sudden relationship for some of you, relationship from the past, maybe things like that. And so the key is to keep everything grounded, keep everything nice and slow, and there is some freedom here and some independence to be implemented into those areas, and even into those groups and stuff, or anything organizational that you're a part of or technological. And then through that, this can be a great time to have more excitement in those areas. Now, also this early part of the week, the sun shifts into your 1st house, into Scorpio. So naturally, you guys are coming out of more of a 12th house period, which has been more subtle, more behind the scenes. Okay, so now the sun here is magnifying your goals, your drives, all of that, and really who you are. Okay, there's a lot of that awareness here. And happy birthday to a lot of you who have your birthdays this week for your sun sign. So there's that insight, there's that torch almost in terms of who you are, what you're about, these kinds of things, and even self-expression. But because Saturn's there, it's very serious, it's very disciplined, it's very slow. So embracing that approach to it, I think, is going to be key, especially when midweek Mercury conjoins up to Saturn there, involving like your communications and your exchanges, that sort of stuff. And then over the weekend, the sun does go over Saturn, okay? And then involving your career over the weekend, if there's any uncertainty, confusion around those things, again, constructively working on it, taking it slow, and not seeing it worse than how it is or more than how it is, just seeing it realistically and being willing to slowly move forward towards that. And remember the faith, that's a big part of this whole thing also. So that's it for the week. One other thing is that Chiron is going station direct over the weekend also. So there is that shift to healing involving these deeper, home and family, your roots and things like that. that have Neptune there. But this is about, things coming to the surface for that healing, which is already nothing new. You've had Chiron in your 4th house for a very long time, over many years. So it's just final rejuvenation, final healing with the body, with the emotional aspects of life, and anything home or family related, and then that'll start to shift energies for you into next week. So the high point is a culmination and awareness of those one-on-one connections, drive, motivation, hard work, slow, steady, patient. It's not seeing the whole mountain, it's just taking those steps, right? And having faith that everything is guiding you for the best, and how to actualize some of these visions that you've had over many years. All right, Scorpio, so have a great week. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.